Hi folks, Winkle here. Just going to run through a successful completion of mission 6 and just let you know what I did. So we've taken off from Krimsk, as you know, and we're approaching the SA3 site. We've got our man here, he's attracting all sorts of attention. So we're running in. Now, as you'll see, what happens is I don't quite get the bombs right. I'm just showing you this to prove that you can complete this even if you don't get it totally right. Okay, so here I go. The snake eyes come out here. So I was travelling at 500 knots. I'm 431 feet above ground level. I'm not sure that's totally accurate, but pretty much good enough for government work. But these guys fall short. I've got 95 degrees of depression on the gun sight. So I've used that before, and actually they overshot. So, you know, we're treating this as a real mission. So you can't just go home and say, well, I didn't get 100%. So we've just got to carry on. So they basically fall short. The SA3 is still getting attracted by my man. So I basically successfully complete the mission just with rockets and guns. So if you're having trouble with this, all I'd say is just take your time. Take a slightly extended route out. Don't rush in. Give yourself another couple of seconds to get perfectly lined up on target. Okay, perfectly lined up. Just it's quality, not quantity. We run in, take out a search radar. Okay, that's the fat face. So we take that out. Of course, we've got to take out the track radar as well, the low below. So that's what I'll go for next. Once the low below is taken out, which is here, then you can relax. Okay, then you can really take your time, really get some quality attacks in place. Now, just as a note, just need to be careful of this SA6 over here. It will launch on you, and it does actually launch on me, and it can reach you from here. But when it comes up on your RWI, you just need to go in the general direction of the wave for a little bit, and then you're absolutely fine. So, as we'll demonstrate in a minute, so I really need to take out that extra SA3, this track radar here. Boom. Boom. That's gone. Okay, so now we're safe. Both radar are out. That's it now. We can take our time. We can gather our thoughts. This is just on rockets. So now I'm thinking, right, what target am I going for next? What angle am I going to come in at? I'm not just randomly flying whatever, you know, a set pattern around the target. I'm thinking about what I'm going to go for and how much that advantage that will give me. For example, these trucks here, which I'll take out later, are all in a line. So you would line up and take those out. Bang. Okay, so the key is, so I drop off my centre pylon. The key thing is just take your time. Take a bit longer than you normally would. Line up, make every single thing count. So I've got my rocket depression set to 18. Okay, so bearing in mind as you get nearer, that will be inaccurate. And you'll have to aim off. Yeah, you'll have to aim down under the target as you approach. So as you can see here, the SA6 has launched on me. So I've seen that on my RWR, and I'm just giving it a hard time because it doesn't know I'm going to turn right and left. It's trying to predict where I'm going, so I'm burning its energy off. And it does reach the area, so you need to be quite careful about that. So that drops away now. You can see it made its way all the way over here, so that is quite dangerous. Okay. So I won't labour this too much, guys, but let's move along a bit. So we gradually take everything out, running in a line for those launchers. Now I know they're in the semicircle, but they're sort of in a line that way. So if you go across the line, you can maybe take 2 out on a run, or get damage in on 2 on a run. Okay. it's all about two things really: ammunition, conservation of ammunition, and fuel. So after you've taken out the search and track radar, you do not want to go into burner. You just want to manage your energy, throttle right back when you're coming downhill. There's literally no ground fire coming up at you. As long as you don't go too far this way, then you won't get attacked by that SA6. So I end up going pretty slow, 250 knots, something like that. And I'm really just putting a little bit of power in as I'm coming up and to make the turns, but not much, and really throttling off downhill. Bang, bang, bang. So I think this time I'm coming round, I'm going to take out the trucks that are in a line, if I remember correctly. Slow it down. So these trucks, you only need to do a tiny little burst, and don't forget to open your deflectors beforehand. So open your deflectors 2 or 3 seconds before, and then just slightest little touch on the trigger, 20mm cannon. Once you set these vehicles on fire, they'll continue to burn. You don't have to destroy them on one run. You literally, they're all next to each other, they'll set each other on fire, and they'll destroy themselves. You don't really need to waste too much ammunition on them. That's it, so we're just taking the last launchers out. Just take your time. Just fly, just take your time. Right, so we're lined up. Taking the last launcher out. Really concentrate, so it's set to 18. Bam. So we're in a line, I get 2, because I'm coming in on that axis. I can accurately shoot them, as if I was coming across 90 degrees to that, then I'm only going to take 1 out, and you don't want to be using your rudder to use yaw to get your gun sight. You want to be absolutely trimmed when you're doing this. Now, there are lots of people out there better than me, but I'm just showing you that even someone of my standard can complete this mission, and you can complete it even if you muck up the bombs. Okay, all these soft-skinned vehicles here will just blow to pieces with your cannon, so you just got to get these guys out of the way first. Right, let's just whiz through it a bit longer. So we've gone through, so we're getting near the end now. Right, so we've lined up on our trucks here. I'm in a line. I'm coming down the longitudinal axis of these trucks. Look how much damage it does, a couple of little bursts. They're all on fire, so they gradually blow up. I don't need to keep shooting at them, they will blow up. I was just testing my guns there because I thought I was out. So they're on fire and they will gradually explode, and you'll get credits for those as you go through. So we go through, let's just do the last couple just to show you. So I think there's 20 targets. I've communicated with Sorel though, because I was having trouble with this myself. And you've got to shoot 80% of these. So what we got, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I think I get 19 out of these, and that's without any bombs. So it is doable. It's doable. Just make it count. Take your time, line it up, get the aircraft trimmed. Really be conscious of your fuel. It's absolutely critical because you've got to get back and land. You have to get back to Krimsk and land, or you will not complete the mission. Okay. So here we go. So one of the last attacks. Right, so your longitude, I've got that target, I've shot these guys on the same attack run. Just make the most of it. make everything work to your favour. As I say, I'm not teaching you to suck eggs, guys, but I know a lot of people have trouble, having trouble with this mission. There'll be a hell of a lot of people out there far better than me at it, so please don't take it the wrong way. Right, here we go. So that one's gone. Little tiny burst of 20mm. Right, so we've got 4 left at that point. I think I get a couple explode as I'm travelling back to Krymsk. So then off we go. I get up reasonably high because you really need to leave this site with £200 at minimum. £200 minimum. I've got up to about 10,000 feet on the way back just to keep my fuel low. And then I've done a very short approach. Sort of a warbird approach, like when I'm flying a Mustang. It's put me off to one side slightly, as it normally does. I did land in the middle, as we've seen before. But yeah, not a bad landing. It's quite happy with that. Kept the nose up for a bit. So there we go, guys. Hope that helps. Please like and subscribe. And we're on to mission 8 next, which is a search and rescue mission. Helping to find our wingman. Cheers, guys. Winkle out.